impressive viewers. This is Tinubu view, and this program is Trend Conversation. We are looking at trending issues in Nigeria and globally. You are new to this channel, you are new to this program. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It is the Tribune newspaper. We are looking at the major issue trending on this Tribune newspaper. And the major story is saying we lost 34 relatives. I know of a man who lost all his 12 children, including his wife. We were picking body parts and putting them in barcode bags. Survivors recount details of Kaduna tragic drone attack. The writer is saying Tinubu, that's the president of Nigeria, Area Consultative Forum, Mental Health Forum, NJI, call for pay. Labaja, that is the chief of army staff, visits village, regrets incidents. How unwanted tragedy occurred. That's coming from the first headquarters. 85 killed, 66 injured. That's coming from NEMA, National Emergency Agency. But the other people point is talking about 120 or so. But Mr. Charles, the army have apologized. We just accept the apology and move on. Or what do we do?
Once again, Mr. Machi, good morning. My name is Charles. We have had the apology from the Chief of Army Staff, and it's a good thing that he has come over to apologize to the entire masses. But I think it's a welcome development. But let's put it this way: I don't think it's much more immediate factors as it stands now, because a lot of individuals, even if you do not accept the apology or anything that comes from the Chief of Army Staff, I don't think whatever you will do now will have to bring those people that have lost their life back to life. So, but the most important thing, let's accept the apology. And but the most important thing that we have to go in and check most of these people, concentrate on what really happens, who and who is actually involved in those menaces and the massacre of innocent civilians, even Nigerians. So I think by so doing, a very, very high load will be given to most of those people that have just lost their life. But if you are thinking that you're not going to accept whatever apology the Chief of Army Staff have given, do you really think that even if you decided to have shot almost all the army that are coming over to apologize, it will never bring back the lives of those the people that have just lost their lives? So I think let's just accept it. And but the most important thing, those people that are responsible that did such incredible acts should be brought to book.
Meaning your position, you are in line with Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the president. You are in line with Area Consultative Forum, Mental Health Forum, NJI, who all these people have called for proof. But beyond proof, we are looking at how do we forestall a future occurrence. Mr. Charles, what do you think the government need to do in synergy with the central agencies to avert a future occurrence?
We are talking about unprofessionalism in the side of most of these people that call themselves military personnel. And when you look at most of them, a lot of them, like I said yesterday, are not even qualified to be in that particular place. And some of them just happen to see themselves in that position, wearing uniform without knowing what it takes, the rules and regulations governing such military dive. So I think the government should do what I'm going to cross-check whoever that you want to enroll into the Nigerian army, do a thorough investigation. Does this person actually have a questionable character? What kind of, does it lunatic run in their family? Stuff like that. It's just like what is happening in this road. Before you become a rebel for you know what? The kind of things that you need to undergo, the cross-check whether there's a lunatic running in your family, whether you yourself you have a questionable character before you can even enroll into that seminary school as a student before becoming a priest. So I think by so far the government should be able to do that. These people that are called, that kind of military people that are not even qualified, I think they will help in terms of checking most of those ones that are not even qualified to be there. So I think by so doing, the level of unnecessary killings and recklessness by most of these people, I think that will be what we call a reduction in terms of the killings in Nigeria.
Let us look at this man, fair in complexion, Mr. Idris. Haruna lost 34 family members. What is your word to him?
Well, it's not easy task, and because I remember I was once in their shoe too. I remember when I lost my parents too. Even losing about like two individuals in the same time was not an easy task. Comparing with someone that just lost somebody that must have something people. They are not supposed to dispute the fact that, when you go to the northern part of Nigeria, you can see a man or a woman that has one less than 25 children just in one house. So for him to have come out here immediately and said to you that he lost about 30 something, 34 relative or relation or children, family members is not a lie. The young man is actually giving you the facts, the real story of what really happens to him. But what do we do? We have to move on with his life. Whatever he will do now will never bring back the lives of those people that have just lost their life. So I think what I am just praying that the God should always give him the fortitude to bear the loss, because it's not an easy one. For you to have lost 1, 2, 3, you are still counting to 30 something. So it's not an easy task, my brother. But what I'm praying that God should give him the heart, a strong heart for him to be able to carry on, because it's not easy.
As you are seeing victims, you are seeing survivors. This guy said Amos, a survivor. Hadia, Aisha, another survivor. What is your word to those who survive?
Well, I think that every man or woman has what I may call a second chance in life.
So you see it as a second chance?
Yes, I see it as a second chance. I know that whatever that happens for a purpose. There must be a reason and a purpose why most of these people were spared by God. Are you getting me?
It's a grace.
It's a grace. So I think it's a way of asking God, if there's means or any way I am doing that is not right, let me on a new leaf to myself. So I think it's going to be a second chance, and these are the people that also stand a chance of telling us what really happened and what are the kind of things they undergo. But what I'm saying,
and I will get a report.
I will get a report. Thank you very much. Like I said, these people should be able to know that God actually gave them the chance to live again, and they need to appreciate and thank God for such God-given life.
Now, on a final note, what is your advice to the army that have done this?
Well, my advice to the top people that actually recruit most of these people into the Nigerian army is that I happen to grow up in this particular place that such thing happened.
You know, this
Very place, because that was where I wrote my final exams as a student. There's a place we call Magari Technical College. That was where I wrote my GCE. That was 2004. So to be honest with you, this particular place, this is one of the heart of Kaduna, and I told you yesterday that Kaduna is a state that is being equipped with almost in the whole Nigeria. Kaduna happens to be one of the most states with the highest number of military people in Nigeria here, because these are the places where you see what you call the Kalipazi Barracks, the 44 Barracks, and the Nigerian Defense Academy, even the Basawa Barrack, all those things. But my advice to them is that they should always do a serious check. You see, when you go to Depot Nazaria, where almost all the 36 state members came for their final training, you find out that before they will come, what really happened? After the training in Zaria, you see that somebody that was not even entitled to be in that, but if, for instance, the government have recruited about 5,000 people to be recruited into the Nigerian army. When you go to Depot Nazaria, when you see just 3,000 members, why? Then 3 weeks before the personnel, you begin to see those people that are not even training, they will start coming in. All in the name, because they were given that position and appointment by one politician or one slot. Are you getting me? At the end of the day, you find out that these people that have been training and these ones that are just training them 2 weeks before the personnel, you cannot compare their level of skills and development together. So I think it's high time government should start checking on all those things, because it's going to be an important measure. Because we're talking about military that are supposed to be they should be solely with the responsibility of what's protecting the lives and property of Nigerians. But now you are no more safe anymore because of whatever that is going on. So I think it's very, very important that the government should do the needful, so that at the end of the day, every average Nigerian will be very, very much happy, so that the life and property of Nigerians will be safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.